Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. Today we're making chicken cacciatore. This is a very requested dish. So without further ado, let's get started. I have about 4 pounds of chicken thighs that I have washed and removed all the fat and any residue from the chicken, and I patted dry, and now I have it in a bowl. Here I'm adding 1 tablespoon of thyme, 1 tablespoon of dry basil, 1 teaspoon of rosemary, 2 teaspoons of onion powder, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, and ½ teaspoon of pepper flakes. And of course, I forgot the salt and pepper. I have a dish here that I have salt and pepper mixture. I have 1 teaspoon of that. And not last but least, 1/4 cup of olive oil. So I'm just going to mix this mixture up and marinate it in the refrigerator for about an hour. I'm actually using this tomorrow, so I'm going to marinate it and put it in the refrigerator overnight. So here I have 1 onion that I have sliced, along with an orange pepper, red pepper, and a yellow pepper. Over here I have a couple of button mushrooms. This is just about maybe 1.5 cups. And then here I have some garlic that I have diced. Here's our chicken that we have had rested for a couple of hours. I actually had mine overnight in the refrigerator, and now we're going to cook them off. So I have a skillet. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of butter and 2 tablespoons of olive oil. So we're going to lightly brown these on both sides and let it cook for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side before we flip it over. So here I have removed that first batch of chicken. I have a little bit more. And I'm just going to continue cooking this in batches until we're all done. So here's my last batch of chicken. You do not want to overcrowd your pan, or else the chicken is just going to steam. You want to get some really good color on that chicken. We've completed our chicken, and now we're going to cook off our onions. And about a tablespoon of garlic. Now we're going to add our peppers. Okay, remember you want to season as you go. So we're going to season this mixture with a ½ teaspoon of salt and pepper mixture. And 1 teaspoon of sweet oregano. Now I'm going to add my mushrooms. So here I have a 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar. I'm going to deglaze the pan with this red wine vinegar. And you want this to cook down at least half of the amount that's in the pan. While this mixture is reducing that really yummy brown bits to the bottom, you want to scrape that. That's what's going to give this sauce a little bit of thickener, and it's going to make it very flavorful. mixture have reduced more than half, and I'm going to deglaze the pan again, this time with red wine. Now you can use whatever red wine is on hand. I had some Cooper's Hawk red wine. It's a local winery here in Jacksonville, and I'm going to deglaze the pan with that red wine. And you're going to use about a cup or so. So my mixture have reduced about half off that reduction, and now I'm going to add some diced tomatoes. I'm adding 28 ounces of canned diced tomatoes. And 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. I'm going to add 4 cups of chicken broth, a sprig of rosemary and thyme. I'm just going to nestle in there, and 2 bay leaves. Now that my mixture is bubbling, I'm going to add my chicken back. I'm just going to nestle it in. Chicken with that juice and all. Don't want to waste anything. Now, this makes a lot of sauce. It can feed a crowd. So you can simmer this for about 20 minutes until the chicken is completely cooked through and serve right away, or you can cover this and stick it in the oven and let it simmer for hours on low. Longer it cooks is more that sauce is going to marry and all the flavors are going to be oh so good. So let's assemble this dish. You can either use pasta or mashed potatoes. I have pasta that I've made, so I'm just going to show you how I assemble this dish. So now for the Feast of Resistance. I like a lot of sauce that's been bubbling away. And of course, make sure I got some mushrooms and some peppers in there. Grated Parmesan. You add more if you like, or less, or none. And then some fresh parsley. Voila! That is your chicken cacciatore.